Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be discussing the best macro settings for blue hives. So these settings are probably the best you'll find. I make a lot with this, so hopefully it will depend on what stage of the game you're at. So just be patient, level up your Vs, and eventually get better gear, and eventually you'll be set. You'll be making a lot. So let me show you. Let me pull this up right here. All right. So you're gonna want a macro and pine tree, obviously. Evol, because it will pop all the bubbles. It will pop the ones behind you and in front of you, because it does this motion where it goes like this. So that is very helpful. Bubbles are meta, so you're gonna want to be popping a lot of bubbles. Do not gather with shift lock if you're using Evol. If you're doing a custom pattern that requires to do shift lock, then you can use it. You'll obviously use it, but for this one, you're not gonna want to use it because it won't get the ones behind you. It'll just get the ones in front of you. So you're obviously not gonna want to do that. Drift compensation, sorry, is obviously needed if you're using Evol. Again, if you're using a custom one, you're not gonna want to use it if it doesn't require you to. So I use medium 3. Don't rotate your camera. I don't know if this part matters, but I just keep it at 4. 10 minutes, 100% pack. It depends. If you're a pro blue hive, I'd recommend reset, waste no time. But if you're a new blue hive, I'd recommend walk. Center 7. Or just put the sprinkler where everybody else has their sprinkler at. Try to get everybody to do the same spot, because the balloon aura, let's see if I can get it real quick. Here, watch. So, I don't know if it will give me it. But if you're under a balloon, oh, see, if you're under balloon, it will give you a percentage of pollen, and it stacks up to 1.1, which is insane. So just try to get it where everybody else is doing it at. And yeah, that should cover that. Remember, compensation. This is all optional. I don't care what you do for that. All right, collect. I'd recommend clock, tickets, glue. You can do Robo Pass if you're trying to get a better Robo amulet, because I have a terrible one. Mondo buff, 120 seconds for that extra capacity, convert rate, and pollen. You can do memory match if you want. I don't do because I have a lot of resources. Stockings, honey wreath, candles, lid art, samovar, all good. I wouldn't recommend doing the gingerbread because you know it already stacks. So only open it when you need to. All right, this is an important part. You should do blue field booster because it has a chance of going into pine, and if it does, you'll be making more extra. You can use blue extracts and enzymes if you want. You can use sticker stack if you want. Honeybee, I definitely recommend doing the honeybee. It doesn't go anywhere else. It just checks it each time that you're done macroing in a certain field. So I'd recommend enabling it. Gather limit 1 minute, just in case. Hive by reset. Planners, okay, this is very important. So first you want to do motivating, then comforting, then satisfying, then refreshing, and it's optional if you want to do invigorating. If you have the 3 endgame planners, I do, and if you don't, then I wouldn't recommend using it because it's only 1 useful stat or 2 useful stats. It's also good to have it if you're doing Robo Bear. I usually, if you don't have the 3 endgame planners, then I would put this at auto. But since I do, my nectars are full, as you can see. I'd put it on 2 hours if you have the 3 end games. If not, put on auto. Just put the planners that you have right here. I don't put plastic because I have the good ones. I wouldn't recommend using any of the other fields that have comforting, since the one that you're macroing in has comforting, so it will take less time to get it. So I wouldn't recommend coconut as well, because you can get killed by the the coconut crab, whatever it's called. So everything else, it's okay to use. Oh yeah, use plus the one, by the way. I don't know what it's called. The manual isn't that great. Just make sure you put your private server link. Make sure the move speed matches up. Make sure these match up as well. Always have this on always. Sprinkler type, just put it, if you don't have one, put it on off. Just put the one that you have. If you don't have access to the red cannon, you need 25 new B types, then make sure you have this on lock. But I have it, so I'm gonna put on cannon. If you don't have a private server, click fall back to public server. Make sure this matches up. Make sure these match up. I'd recommend 2 seconds after convert. Uh, Make sure moves, especially if you have like a bunch of haste givers, move speed correction is very helpful. So I'd recommend that. All right, now I'm gonna talk about the composition. I'm not gonna give you one because I hate when people do like compositions. This has to be set because it's really just every hive, every single player is different. Everybody's amulets are different. Everybody's nectars are different. Everybody's gear is different. So it's really just how your hive is performing. That's why my last video is very helpful, because if you do the webhook like I showed you, it shows you charts. So if you're overfilling, like I would put photon B in your hive for its conversion, or cobalt B for its blue conversion. But if you're underfilling, I would put vicious B in your hive for the gifted blue bee type for extra bubble pollen. And also, this is just a good bee to have if you're trying to get a bunch of materials as well. So, and windy bee. If you're underfilling, windy bee is good too. Fills up your balloons a lot. It does deflate them. It does take out some honey. But if you put a gather mutation on your windy bee, then it will fill it up more than it takes out. And this will actually help with your honeybee quests. So, yeah. Puppy bee is also good. Just honorable mention because of the puppy love, especially if you have like digital bee in your hive. It pairs up with digital bee so well because digital bee is super slow, and uh, the gifted bee pollen goes for it, like helps towards the duped abilities. Same thing with the tadpoles. Tadpoles are super slow, so puppy bee is definitely good to have in your hive. So yeah, that about covers anything. Uh, Anything you should have to ask. If you have other questions, you can join my Discord server. We have a bunch of channels uh, for different stuff. We have puff shrooms, meteor parties, hive helpers. So again, that is a very, very good server. So if you need any help, definitely hit up that server. The server link is in the bio of my YouTube channel. I'll probably put it in the description and in the comments. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any requested tutorials that you need help with, please let me know in my Discord server, or you could comment on the video. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.